What's going on, YouTube? Raging Kodiak, got an absolute banger for you. Today we're going to be deep diving into all the items of the game Demonologist, how to use them, and where to find them. So, without further ado, let's get after it. First things first, let's check out all the items here in the tent. You have your EMF reader, your flashlight, your Ectoplasm glass, your spirit box, your UV light, your ESG machine, and your canvas. Your EMF reader is something that you're going to use to determine if you're in the right room, what the activity level is. So if you notice, there are multiple lights and numbers on the board telling you what to look for. This board is actually proximity related. So whether you're within a certain range of the ghost or the activity level, you'll be able to determine if you are in the right room, if you have to move rooms, what actually might have moved. It is an item that you will be required to point at the areas, so be careful because it can travel between rooms. Next, we have the Ectoplasm glass. So the Ectoplasm glass is something you're going to need for not only detecting the room and the ghost type, but also exorcism steps. Looking around the room, you're going to see anywhere from 3 to 4 ectoplasm stains on the walls, and that's going to give you the ghost type from there. Concurrently, you're also going to use the looking glass for certain steps, like on Cyclone House when you are looking for the time of death on the walls. You will need the looking glass, and then also you're going to need it in the very first house when you are looking for the apparition girl in her little chair for, again, one of the exorcism steps. Now for one of the easier items, the UV light. The UV light helps you see fingerprints on door handles and on light switches. That is the only two places currently in the game that you'll be able to find these. All you need to do, wait for them to turn on a light switch, turn off the light switch, or open or close a door and use the light. Pretty self-explanatory. Next on the list, we have the spirit box. The spirit box allows you to talk to the dead. So there are a few questions that you can actually ask this, such as, where are you? Can you speak? How old are you? Can you talk? You'll know when it works when you actually get an audio response and the little ghost at the top will light up. Now, we have the easel. The easel is a very easy one to use. All you got to do is just bring it in, set it down, and let the ghost do some Bob Rossing on it. My little pro tip for you is bring the easel in with your first trip, so when you do find the ghost room, it has some time for the ghost to get its brushes out and do what it needs to do. So next on our list is something that is probably going to give you the most difficulty. It's the ESG. So the ESG gives a quick apparition at the top of it, almost in a T-pose, and with a little bit of a static sound. So a lot of people kind of get this confused with a ghost event, but I actually slowed this down for you so you can see what it looks like, and I gave you a freeze frame. So this is what you're going to look for, and what it's going to do is it's going to show in a T-pose the actual entity that you're dealing with at the top. It'll show up for just a small portion of time, and you'll be able to see at the top. You can either watch it in person, or if it's a Goryo, you'll be able to watch it from the truck. Next on the list is the thermometer. The thermometer is obviously pretty self-explanatory. You do not need it to determine the ghost room. Freezing temperatures will eventually show itself via freezing breath, but if you want to find the room quicker and easier, looking for temperatures that are below 10 degrees Celsius is the best way to do so with your thermometer. The only caveat is any basement area of a map, i.e. the morgue or the basement on the first house, is going to have lower ambient temperatures. But if you pay attention to the temperatures elsewhere, you're going to be noticing temps that are in the below 10, or if you're in a basement, they have to be within about the 5-degree marker range. Now for the easy ones. The camera is needed on the abandoned house for an exorcism step. The candle helps maintain some of your sanity, but also a requirement for an exorcism step on the abandoned house. The crucifix is something you're going to want to hold on to. The crucifix is a one-time use prevention of hunt. So if you do have it in your hand, it will protect you one time before it burns, and then the demon can come after you again. So be careful and be close to the exit when it does burn it. And the last item that I'm going to cover is the tripod camera. You can set it up and watch both your ESG and your easel from the safety of the tent, and you don't have to risk your life while you're trying to get that pesky little last evidence. And there you have it. Hopefully you got some good info out of this video. I had a lot of fun making it, and if you have any questions about the items, feel free to leave them in the comments below. But until the next one, be good to yourselves, be good to others, tell somebody that you love them. If you like what you see, be a friend, tell a friend. If not, let's pretend it didn't happen. Make sure you guys are hitting a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you haven't done so already so you don't miss out on the next one. Till then, much love all.